I have my handy dandy recipe notebook, so you already know what time it is. Let's get cooking. Welcome to my channel. This is Minnie Moving Mountains. My name is Minnie, and this is my series called Mini Meals. Disclaimer, I am not a professional chef, nor am I a nutritionist. I'm just a girl in her moo-moo who cooks every night for her husband, so I can teach you how to cook, change up your meals for the week, or just give you something positive to watch. There is no fancy lighting, no fancy editing. I do this in one cut, and no fancy makeup. Just me showing you the things that I'm passionate about, which is cooking and baking, my weight loss journey, and crafting. Today is Friday, February the 27th, 2026, meal number 39. Today we're having creamy beef ragu with mushrooms, carrots, onions, and celery. I'm going to go ahead and turn around the camera so we can see what the ingredients are, because I assure you there is nothing fancy going on here. I just want to focus on what you came here for, which is showing you how to cook. So let's move mountains together and let's get cooking. Your girl is a little bit under the weather today, so we're making an easy meal. Remember, I only cook for my husband and I, so if you have a family that's bigger than ours, you would have to either double, triple, or quadruple this recipe. For the ingredients, you're going to need a mirepoix mixture, which is mushrooms diced finely, carrots diced finely, onions diced finely, and celery diced finely. This is 1 cup of cream sauce base, 1 jar of marinara sauce, 1 tablespoon of paprika, minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of thyme. This is beef bouillon paste, 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of cream cheese, parsley finely diced. This is biscuits that my husband kindly opened for me because opening these up freaked me out, a box of pasta, and ground beef. To our stovetop, we preheated our oven to 400 degrees for the biscuits, and we have a pot of salted water coming to a boil. To a baking sheet, I lined it with parchment paper and placed my biscuits, and I'm just going to cook it based off of instructions. To a medium pot on medium heat, you're going to add a neutral oil. This is olive. Add your ground beef to a large pan. It is important that it is a large pan because we're going to be putting a lot of stuff in it. And ground your meat until it's finely ground. You don't have to use beef. You can also use turkey, chicken, or sausage, whichever you prefer. Normally, I season with 1/4 teaspoon increments, but because this is a bigger batch, you're going to season with 1/2 a teaspoon of salt, pepper, all-purpose seasoning, garlic powder, and paprika. Mix well. Ground your meat and cook for 7 minutes. My blue timer is for my induction burner. After your ground beef has cooked, you're going to add your vegetables. We are not going to soak up that grease. We're using it to make our mirepoix. This is onions, mushrooms, carrots, and celery. 1 tablespoon of paprika, minced garlic, thyme, beef bouillon paste, 1/2 a teaspoon of both salt and pepper. Mix well. For big batched cooking, you always cover it to make sure that everything is cooked evenly and cooks within itself. I always cook in a Dutch oven, 1 because of the size, and 2 because it cooks evenly. But for big batch cooking, meaning you're cooking for more than 4 to 6 portions or more, it always needs to be covered. Simmer for 15 minutes on medium heat. Add your biscuits to the oven. These are just Pillsbury, following the instructions, 400 degrees for 11 minutes. My orange timer is for my oven. It's for 11 minutes. Add your pasta to the boiling water. In my household, my grandmother was very superstitious. We do not break the pasta. When you break the pasta, you're wishing bad luck on people and you'll have a bad year. We don't break the pasta. It falls into the water by itself. As you can see, the noodles are going into the water itself We're going to boil them for 11 minutes. Once your meat mixture has cooked for 15 minutes, you're going to add your marinara sauce of choice. If you want a recipe of how to make homemade marinara sauce, I can do that for you. I don't feel well today, so jars it is. Add 1/4 cup of pasta water, because we don't waste marinara sauce. We also remove the label. I'm going to finish it in a minute, because we do not waste glass jars. These are perfectly good jars. 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. I'm going to do this off camera so I can use an offset spatula. And a cream sauce base. The reason that I do a white sauce and a red sauce is because sometimes jarred sauce is really acidic. And also, this is, if you like alla vodka, this is when you would add 1 cup of vodka sauce to make an alla vodka or a pink sauce. And 1/4 teaspoon of both salt and pepper. And yes, we do season every single step. Some of y'all don't season your food. You have to season for every step. That's called building flavor. And then you mix well. And then you just let that simmer while you plate. Dinner is ready. Go ahead and plate. And just like that, you made a home-cooked meal. I'm going to turn around the camera so we can chat. Thank you guys so much for joining me on today's meal. It's such an honor and privilege to be able to cook with you guys. For all of my recipes, you can find them on my website, www.minimeals.com. For my short form content, you can find it on my TikTok and Lemonade and Instagram at Mini Moving Mountains. For long form content, you can find it on my YouTube as well as Facebook at Mini Salvant. Let's move mountains together. And what should I cook next? Totally forgot my outro. Sorry about that. I don't feel well. Let's move mountains together. And what should I cook next? I'll see you guys next time. Bye.